So my first question for you, you kind of had a bit of like a journey in college. You played JUCO, you won a D2 national championship. Can you kind of talk about your college experience a little bit?
Yeah. So yeah, I started off at Iowa Central Community College, and then I ended up leaving there because of money issues and stuff at the time. And then I ended up getting another opportunity to play at Butler Community College. They was able to take me and my cousin, who was coming from the University of Florida,
Yeah.
Jordan Smith. So it was like shit. We both can
Yeah.
go there at the same time. Like it was a good choice. So we both chose to go there, and then I ended up finding out I couldn't go D1 from there because of some clock issues, and then end up going to West Florida and gladly win the national
Yeah.
championship. So it turned out to be a pretty good move. So yeah.
Yeah. Was there like a moment like at West Florida you knew like the NFL could be a potential thing for you?
Honestly, not really. I was just at the time, I was kind of upset because I couldn't go D1.
Yeah.
But I just took it as like, hey, I get another shot to play football. So honestly, I was just playing ball, having fun, doing what I love to do. And then, at the end of the season, those NFL teams started rolling in, calling me and stuff like that. So I was like, oh dang, shoot, maybe we do got a shot at a
Yeah.
D2 school, because there was a lot of D2 schools I'd never heard of,
Yeah.
coming JUCO. So, but it turned out to be a great thing.
Yeah. So you were signed by the Browns, obviously, as an undrafted free agent. Can you kind of talk about what that process is like after draft and everything?
Yeah, so it was pretty good. Coming out, I had did the East West Shrine game, and Coach Jeff Hire, who was the safety coach at the time, was there. So I was able to showcase him my talent, at the bowl game and make a couple of plays. And shoot, they gave me the opportunity to come in and play. And he was like, "Hey, just keep that same chip on your shoulder that you had at the bowl game." Like, and I did the same thing, And
Yeah.
he was helping me out off the field, doing a lot of like film stuff, and I ended up making the team. And it was something that I always prayed for, and I'm grateful for still to this day.
Yeah, I imagine you have to have the like believe in yourself mentality. Can you talk about like how mental the aspect of football is for you?
Yeah, it's a big mental aspect, but I think I always felt like I was good enough to be at this level and felt like I had the talent.
Yeah.
So, like you said, yeah, it's big on like really believing in yourself, but not like being too overconfident. Just having that mindset of, hey, I can, if they can do it, I can do it. And coming in with a chip on your shoulder, saying, hey, I'm just here to try to do my best and put my best foot forward and just see what the outcome is. Because if I ended up didn't making it, I would at the end of the day I'd feel like, hey, I put my best foot forward, and I
Yeah.
did the do. So that's how I came in, just with a chip on my shoulder, saying that, hey, I'm just gonna do my best, and it turned out to be pretty good, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, can you kind of talk about like what your first NFL game was like? I mean, that's every kid's dream. I mean, that must have
Yeah,
been surreal for you, man.
yeah. So the first game, it was kind of funny. It was a great experience because we played the Jaguars.
Yeah.
My Jordan Smith was on the team, so that was my first game against them. So that was kind of dope. And then I think I had got like a tackle for loss on like one of my very first
Yeah.
plays, and then we was in a man coverage, and I ended up taking the wrong man.
Yeah.
Like, dang, I messed up, but I ended up running to the ball, and then I punched the ball out and got a
Yeah.
fourth. So I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
like doing the wrong thing kind of helped me out just
Yeah.
then. So,
That's
I
fun.
bad thing into a great thing, and then I ended up getting another punch out that same like couple of games later. So it helped me out, but it was very exciting. A surreal moment.
Mhm.
My family was there, and everybody was there, so it was great.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. So you're from Georgia. How have you kind of grown around the Cleveland community? It gets cold up there.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. I actually just moved from downtown. Now I'm in like the Avon Lake
Yeah.
area, so it's a little bit better out here. It's a little bit
Yeah.
quieter, different
Yeah,
from
it's nice.
downtown. Yeah, so it's nice though. I go to try to go to a lot of different food places, try a lot of different foods. So that's mainly what I do on my off time for real.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of off time, we had the bye week a little bit ago. You went down to West Florida for homecoming.
Right.
How was that like revisiting your old school?
It was good. I did it my first year too. So I try to just go back almost every year if I
Yeah.
can, if they have a game. I just try to let them boys know and like let them physically see that, it's possible to make it to the NFL from a D2 school. And shoot, they love when I come in to support. And then I just love going back and seeing where I came from, where I played. And then the last time I went back, I did actual like calling the game with one
Yeah.
of the broadcasters, Will Kennedy at West Florida. So that was big.
That's
That was a
cool.
different experience.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. So you play in AFC North, arguably the best division in football. I might be biased as a Browns fan. What's it like knowing like every game is going to be kind of a fight?
It's kind of it's you got to be on your A game. You got to
Yeah,
come ready.
yeah,
Yeah, like you said, in this division, having these good teams, these good quarterbacks, good players.
mhm,
Every game you got to come prepared because it can go any type of way. So, shoot, just trying to prepare every week, like, hey man, this is a big game. So playing every game like it's a big game, but especially when we play those rival teams and those people conferences, it get a little bit more rowdy. So, but it's definitely, man, it's amazing to go in those atmospheres and play against those teams though.
mhm.
So
Yeah. So you have the Cardinals this week. So what's like a game week like for you? If you kind of take me through your schedule a little bit.
yeah, so this past Monday we had off. We had an off day, so that's more of like a just treatment and watching film over the Cardinals. Tuesday is our original off day, so just usually a massage treatment, watch film. Wednesday is our long days where we go to about 5:45, 6 o'clock p.m. at the facility. So I usually stay there for a long bit of time. After that, usually go to the sauna or something,
Mm.
and then come home, watch film. Thursdays is kind of the same as Wednesdays. We go to about 6 p.m. or go a little bit longer. And we actually had a DB dinner
Yeah.
yesterday, so all the DBs went out and got a little dinner. We try to do that every week. And then Fridays are our short days where you get done around about 1. So it's just kind of like just that sharpening up day, trying to stay
Mm.
sharp on all the things you went over during the week and come home like I am now and just watch film and go over everything throughout the week and just recap on all the week stuff. So that basically about sums it up. Saturday is kind of like my chill. I feel like I already prepared for the whole week.
Yeah.
So I don't really got to do too much on Saturdays and just get ready to play on Sundays.
Yeah. So speaking of like Sundays, we have a lot of like, high school, middle school athletes like watch this. What would you say like your best piece of advice for a kid trying to like make it in the NFL or any sport in general?
Honestly, I would just say believe in yourself. It's gonna be a lot of people out there. They always talk about, hey, it's so hard to get here, it's so hard to get to the NFL. But I feel like if you believe in yourself and stay true to yourself throughout the whole process, like never shorten yourself. Like it's people out here that some people go in the weight room and you got 8 reps, but you do 5.
Yeah.
You shorten yourself. You're not shorting the people that's giving you the workout. You shorten yourself. So just being true to yourself and looking yourself in the mirror and being honest and be like, hey, am I doing everything that I can do to get to the next level? So that's kind of like what I did with myself. I'm very hard on myself when it comes to like football stuff. So, I feel like be your own critic, before somebody else can criticize you, because when you get to this league, it's always going to be criticism. So
Yeah.
just being your own critic and knowing that criticism is going to come, but as long as you put your best foot forward and looking yourself in the mirror and being true to yourself and keeping that chip on your shoulder, you always got a chance no matter what nobody else say.
Yeah. So a couple more questions. Want to respect your time. Since you've been in the NFL, like, do you have a favorite NFL story
Favorite NFL story. Favorite NFL story.
or even college? You could do college, anything.
I think I got to do NFL. So look, this is my favorite one. So favorite NFL story. I think it was game week against the Patriots last year. So I was having like a good season up to then. I had tackles on teams or whatever. So one of my boys that played for the Patriots, he's like, "Hey man, listen, like they're gonna be coming after you this week. Like you got the Patriots. Like they're
Yeah.
not gonna let you play." So it was like the first kickoff, and then it was my first time being double teamed.
Oh yeah.
Man, and they double teamed me like 10 yards right down. Like soon I take off, I ran
Yeah.
like 10. They double teamed me, man. They took me all the way to the sideline. I was like, dang.
It's
So that
like
was like,
Michael Orr in The Blind Side. They took
yeah,
it.
yeah. It was like a welcome to the NFL
Yeah.
moment. So I always find that kind of funny because I be like, dang, man, that's
Yeah.
crazy that, and I just find it crazy because it's like somebody that like Bill Belichick turns on the tape and sees that you are a factor in the game and takes the time out to, hey, man, we got to stop this guy. So I just laugh at it now to this
Yeah.
day. And it's just it's a funny story.
Yeah, that's a respect factor. So, final question, we always finish off with it. I know your career is kind of just getting started, but when it's over down the line, how do you want to be remembered?
I just want to be remembered as a great teammate, man. Like a guy that did whatever he can to help the team win. A guy that's going whatever position you put him in, he's gonna do his best to make the most plays he can make, and just being a great teammate. You know, just servicing my team and being that guy there for them when they need somebody there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that they can depend on. Because I feel like that's gonna hold up. You know, as long as I'm alive or not alive. You know, a lot of people are gonna be like, hey, one thing, he was a great teammate. He's a great person. So just being a great teammate, a great person, and you know, outside of the game, becoming a great husband, a great father,
Yeah.
and just being a great person to people, and being a great person to my family, and just anybody in the world, just trying to be a great person, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this, especially me. I love the
Yeah.
Browns. This is a special one for me. So I really appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. You know, anytime I got to come back on, we can do another one sometime soon.